Hi guys, Albert here. My dog's visiting me and saying hi. Roku. Very nice dog. Alright, that is gonna has to work now, okay? Alright. Well, today I would like to talk about how you can hire yourself. If you're still unemployed, if you're still looking for a job, well, you gotta do something, you know. If you're a dad, if you're a husband, you gotta provide for the family, you know. And I know talking about this, I'm gonna raise tons of or lots of eyebrows there, you know. But I know exactly what I'm talking about because I was in the same situation 3 years ago. I got laid off as a network administrator, and I have 4 kids, and I have family here in Vegas, and also too I have family back home in the Philippines, and I have to support them, you know. And but you can hire yourself in a way that you gotta assess yourself. Okay, if you're an expert in any field, like let's say you're an accountant, you're a professional plumber, you're a chiropractor, you know, those expertise you can provide consultation. Okay, but I want to address those folks that in the average that they don't have any expertise or technical knowledge and so on. Like for instance, okay, Albert, I'm just a regular host. I don't know nothing about, I work as to providing my services and all that stuff. But the way to do that is assess yourself. Kind of list of inventory of yourself, what you're good at, what you're passionate about. Let's say, for instance, you love doing gardening and you have a green thumb and you love doing it and you have the passion for it. The thing you can do is print out a business card and start helping folks. If you can provide a service, helping them for a fee, flat fee or per hour, it's up to you. But you can simply tell them that I have a green thumb, I can help you with your gardening needs, and I can show you how to do the right way as far as gardening. You can list that the same articles or benefits to Craigslist and put your phone number there and give away your business card. If you go into church, you go into your apartment billboard, your clubhouse, put your business card all over. Do something. Do something. Worst case scenario, I don't have any expertise, Albert. Well, the worst case scenario, you don't have no expertise. I don't believe that in a second. But the worst case scenario, if you're physically fit, you can do the same thing. Print a business card and help people move furniture for a fee. At least you're doing something to bring in some income. Even $2 is better than nothing. We gotta do something. If you don't do anything, if you just sit, that's a recipe for failure. The moment you stop, you failed. So if you're not doing anything, you stop looking for a job, you stop doing anything, that's a recipe for failure. You got to do something. Now if you're expert, let's say you're a accountant, you're a chiropractor, you're an IT like me that works in computer industry, you get laid off, right? I'll tell you exactly what I did. I start setting up my blog. I put all my information there, and I list some of the services I can provide for exchange to a fee, right? And print a lot of business card. Just start telling everybody, use Craigslist, use forums, but utilize that blog to put yourself out there. By creating a blog, setting up a blog, you're putting yourself in a global market, not just here in Las Vegas or here in United States. But you got to do something. I can talk about this, like what I said. I've been in the same boat 3 years ago, but there's great stuff happen. From being a network administrator, I promoted myself to CEO. Yes, I'm a CEO of my company. From making $24 an hour, well, guess what? I give myself a raise, make $100 an hour. This is just a sum of the things that can happen if you hire yourself. So my suggestion to you folks, I get a lot of phone calls lately, my friends, family, and other folks. I get a phone call last night from Tennessee, He's in sales. He got laid off. He have kids and all that stuff. It's sad. It's painful. I've been there, and I've seen my family go through the same thing. It's really sad. It hit me through my heart. But I believe you can do this thing. If a Filipino guy like me can barely speak English can do it, man, you shouldn't have a reason not to do it yourself. The key is do something about it. Okay, hire yourself, assess what you're good at, provide that service. If you just want to make money so you can bring food to the table, do something. Tell everybody you want to clean their house for a fee. You want to clean their front yard, their backyard, their a garage for a fee. So at least you have an income. While you're looking for a job there and everything. But based in my experience, the thing that I'm going to tell you is set up a blog. Whatever services, whatever you're good at, you got to set up a blog and use that platform to utilize in your advantage and print out some business card. Business card still works. I don't care what everybody say, it still works. Okay? And put your picture in your blog, in your business card. That helps a lot, to connect, establish that connection and credibility, and people will call you. All right, folks, I hope this video gives you an idea. Okay, don't give up. Don't stop. I know it's tough, it's hard, it's sad, but you're just gonna keep pressing forward. You're gonna move on. This is not permanent. This is just temporary. So be strong. You gotta be strong for your kids, for your wife, for your family, your mom and dad. You can't cry about it. Cry one day and move on. I know it's hurting a lot of folks right now. Oh, by the way, please pray. Pray. It works. Okay? All right, guys. Take care. That's it for today. As always, I love you guys. God bless. And have a nice day. Bye-bye.